Yep, I think this city has one of the largest death waves I've ever seen. And do you know what's causing it? You guessed it, traffic, traffic, and more traffic. This city of Wadderway was submitted by HardBassHunter, and they said on their application, "Hey Biffa, I have a few problems with my city. I have a couple traffic jams that I can't seem to fix. On top of that, I also have a constant death wave that doesn't seem to go away. It's a modded map with all your well-known mods. Can you help me? Thanks." Yes, HardBassHunter, I can. And if you would like your city fixed as well, check out the link in the description below on how to submit it. And then grab a cup of tea, sit back and relax as we fix this city. So here we go, the city of Wadderway with about 500,000 inhabitants in this city. And from this angle, from this height, looks absolutely fine until you do this. You can see what's going on. We have a huge death wave. We have traffic all over the place. Traffic coming in and out. And that is probably why you have such a huge death wave. But there is actually something else that you've missed, which we're going to have a look at as well. So people are still moving in, which is good because you have a lot of demand. We are losing a lot of money, which is probably because of all these people dying and, you know, not paying their taxes anymore. The best place to live seems to be this little ring of islands here called Sunnyside Crossing. It looks like a lovely little spot. But yeah, let's see what we can fix with this death wave that's going on here. So I'm just going to pause the game while we do this, and I'm going to take a look at your coverage for your medical facilities. So we can see, goodness gracious me, we can see all the ambulances, all the hearses being dispatched absolutely everywhere. So over here you do have a medical university. If I remember correctly, the medical university doesn't actually, it has patients, but it doesn't actually send out any ambulances. I think that's right. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, that's right. Even itself, it's waiting for an ambulance, but it does have some patients. So I'm assuming that's like a walk-in facility. We'll have to drive in to get there. So that isn't going to be covering you too well. We've got this little hospital down here, which has 31, 24 of them are out. Some of them would be in maintenance, I would imagine. Returning dispatch, yeah, and you've got all your upgrades on there. And then that is it up here. You've got a lot of death facilities because you've got a big death wave going on. So you've chucked a load of those down, which makes sense. But what I want you to look at is, we can see loads of them all going over here. We've got a few over there as well. I'll tell you what's not helping. I bet these aren't set to any particular area. So you've got no operating districts set on these. No. So a lot of these are probably all of these vehicles heading over here. So you're solving a problem there, causing traffic here, which is causing all sorts of other issues. Good grief, they're all going underneath there. Okay, so operating districts, that's one thing to take a look at. We've got another 6 from the UK medical practice. The other thing I want you to look at is the info view over here. So we'll turn off the death care buildings. We know where they are. We'll turn off the healthcare buildings. Actually, we can leave that one on. They give us a bit of information. We can turn off the ambulances. We can see how many of those are going in and out, which is helpful. The hearses, yeah, they're causing a lot of traffic. We're going to turn all of those off. The citizen health, let's just have a look at that one on its own first of all. We can see up here, I mean, it's not in the red, but it's pretty bad, and very quickly it can go from yellow to red. So there's a big health problem up here with all of your citizens. These are okay because they're probably within walking distance of that place, and there's a lot of issues going on down here as well. That was an auto save. We'll have a quick sip of tea. Actually drinking the lemon sip today because, as you can probably hear, my voice still getting over the after effects of my COVID booster. Anyway, what I want to look at is the coverage. Now look at the healthcare coverage. So all of these roads well covered. This bit up here, red roads everywhere. And look at how many people live in this area. It's the most built up, populated spot I've ever seen in my entire life. So if I think you've got this as one great big zone, which is fine. But if you're going to use your districts, you want to sort of break this down a bit. But just to give you an idea of what's in here, I'm going to just put the anarchy mod on because that means I can put another district over the top of a district. So let's put one around just that little area there. And then let's just put one, let's just try that again, around this little area here. There we go. Excellent. So in our new district here, Garnet Dale, how many people do you think live in this area? let's take a look. We have got 157,000 residents just in that square block there. And in this new little Willowdale, we're not even including those, were we? What does Willowdale have? 112,000 residents in that little spot there. And if we actually just made this a little bit bigger to take in that block. There we go. Where's the name gone? There it is. Garnetdale. 215,000. Almost 250,000. Not quite. Just in there. And the only healthcare coverage that you've got for ambulances is this. It's just not enough. So we need some more healthcare coverage in here. And we've got the perfect space right in the middle to do that. Now, you've got a few choices to get 30 ambulances out of this thing. You've got the Japanese hospital, we've got the French hospital over here. I think a couple of these do, yeah, US Southwest, this one here. So some of these aren't too large. And I think there's another one along here, E Hospital. That's a bit bigger. So maybe we could take one of these. Yeah, that's a little bit smaller. Let's turn off Anarchy. Let's just replace some of these shops you've got in here. Yep, they're all going to go. There we go. Excellent. And then we are going to also upgrade that. Does that give us more? Patient capacity 200. We are going to need that. And then I'm going to set this operating district to just... it won't let me actually set the zone that I've set underneath. Oh, it will. There we go. Done it. So that's just going to do that one, or is it done both? It's done both. Let's take out the larger one then. So it should be just Garnetdale. Yeah, excellent. And then in Willowdale down here, I'm going to do the same. I'm actually going to delete one of those roads going through there. Oh yeah, that's all the houses complaining. I wonder what's going on there for a minute. Duh. And then we're going to grab that one, and that gives us 30 as well. And we're just going to put that in the middle up against there. I don't know what that's overlapping. Let's get rid of all of this. Yeah, we'll put it this side. There we go. Excellent. And does that have any upgrades? It does. We're going to add a helipad for this one, which will be great for people getting in and out. We're also going to add whatever this one is here. Service area, mains health here. We'll add that as well. And then we'll get a trauma center. You've got the money. I mean, you're losing a bit of money, but that's going to come back, so don't worry about that. And then we're going to set this area. I want just Willowdale. I think if I click there, it's going to give us both. Yep, and then we'll take that one out, and we've just got Willowdale. Excellent. So that hopefully is going to start helping with that. And then what I want to do is set these crematoriums as well. I'm going to split them between these two areas. I'll just do that off camera. Yeah, I'm just going through these. I take it back. You had actually set most of these crematoriums to the large zone of this island, but I've just split a few between our new zone up there, our new zone there, and then a couple of them I've left just to cover everything. So what we're probably going to find is these ones might be coming in from crematoriums over here. These haven't got any districts set. Yeah, these have got the big district over there set. I'm going to take that one away. I want them just to stick. I can click on the right thing. Yeah, because Evergreen Corner is this one here. Yeah, I don't want them going over there. There we go. You stay to your zone. That one's fine. There's one down here as well. That one's fine. That's staying to this area. Okay, so that should help. It's going to take some time though, so we'll let that run through a little bit. We'll come back and we'll check on the hospitals and see what's going on. Any patients yet? No, not just yet, but the vehicles are being dispatched. Fantastic. Well, let's fix some of the traffic as well then, which I think is definitely going to help things move around a lot better. Let's have a look over here. So this is one of those things where you've got so many cars coming in from outside, and it looks like they're just crossing through the city. So this is the only way they've got at the minute, which is into the city. I mean, you've got, if they were going straight through, it would be okay, but they're not actually getting that far before the traffic is caused. Why are they, oh, another one to say, why are they slowing down so much along here? It seems like there's something going on with the junction. Ah, okay. So a lot of them are using it as a turnaround to get back around again. And this is just backing everybody up. Okay, well, what can we do here? First of all, we'll brighten things up a bit. There we go. I'm going to pick of this road here because I actually want this one. So we're going to upgrade that to 3 lanes. That's going to give you a dedicated, I'm going to anarchy that one in there, a dedicated turning lane. So if we're going to get some people turning around, let's give them some space to do it. And then I'm going to upgrade this one as well, so it's a little bit larger. We'll get that in the middle. Make sure we've got no traffic lights. So hopefully now, I mean, it's going, as usual, it's going to take him a while just to work out what the heck's going on. I'm going to remove that crossing and that crossing. So hopefully what we should get is these two moving straight on and only the ones in here. I mean, I'm just wondering whether we could just attach this to something else. This little, what is it, like a stone mining area or something like that. There is literally no other roads nearby it can connect to. So, I mean, you know, that does happen sometimes, but you can already see, oh, thank you. You can already see things are moving much smoother now that we're not blocking everybody. They've got their own dedicated lane, which is good. These are technically all outside of the owned zone, so I'm not going to upgrade those, but that should help. So we'll leave that going. I'm just wondering whether I could have just upgraded that slightly better, but they're okay. They're doing it. So we are going to end up hitting a load of traffic down here as it all runs through. So let's have a look. So we don't have a dedicated lane coming off here, although most seem to be taking it. But what we're going to do is we are going to just use a little bit of lane connector tool. Let's take this one here, and we're going to say you're not going to go off there. You're going to go into both of those lanes and not that. You can go into there if you want. So we could have upgraded that to give us the extra lane, but we've already got a bridge there and it would have messed with that. So again, we've got a dedicated lane, which if anybody does want to go straight on, yeah, there we go. They're making use of it. There is the option to do that. And then this lot that comes down here, we're then going bash right into a small little mini junction and everybody's going left. Yeah, I mean, I just want to keep that going. I don't want that to slow down. So my first thought is a nice roundabout. If I got anarchy on, let's turn that off. I mean, we might just lose a building there. Let's go for a large one. That's too big. That's too big. Okay, I'm going to have to anarchy that in. There we go. Let's go for that. Let's zoom in a bit and just watch this for a second and hope everybody works it out. I'm actually thinking as well, I'm going to turn off some of these crossings that are right there, because that is like the death knell. I see a lot of posts like on Reddit and things like, oh, there's so many pedestrians getting in the way and doing things. You can remove crossings and help them to cross somewhere else. There's nothing wrong with that. Is that one gone? That's got one at the end as well. Yeah, so what you could do is add a crossing down here instead. So that helps them that way. Add a crossing down there. That's fine. This road, I don't really see them needing to cross over that. So we'll leave it like it is. And also I want to get this a bit bigger. I mean, we have got dedicated lanes now, which everybody's getting a bit freaked out about. Let's just pick a pick of this road. And I'd like a 4-lane one way, which I think we're going to have to get out of here. Yeah, there it is. Could we upgrade that and fit it in without messing anything up too much? I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there. In fact, I'm going to go there, there, and there. We're going to try and do a few of these. Oh, that's lifted up the land, isn't it? Whoops. Let me just fix that. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. So that's 2 lanes into 4 lanes. I mean, there's a bit of parking on there. Let's put the crossing in again. Let's remove that. There we go. No other crossings anywhere else. Oh, yeah. You need to go. Thank you. So that should... And what have we got? Yeah. That should keep things moving. Oh, what the heck? What? Everything was all right. Why is it all gone Pete Tong? Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, all sorted. Come on now. Work it all out. It's not complicated. The road's okay. It's a bit of a dip, but I think you can manage with that. And that should, hopefully, let this traffic go through. So let's just give them a second to think about it and watch what's going on. Do you know what? That isn't too bad, considering how many cars are coming down that off-ramp up the top there. They're not really stopping. It's now just slowing down a bit to our right, so that's fine because we're letting through a whole load of new cars. Let's follow this down and see what's going on. So now we're coming to another little junction, and then we're going up there, and then everybody's slowing down. Oh no, they're coming in, aren't they? Okay, that's fine. So we've got no dedicated lanes here because we didn't really sort of need them before. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. Let us add in some dedicated lanes. So 5-lane asymmetrical road. I think we're going to go all the way back like that. We'll give it to these ones coming in here, and then these ones coming out here. We'll also give a nice 3-lane asymmetrical road. Is there traffic lights here or not? No. We've got a lot of people crossing. Why are you all turning round? Oh, you're going the other way now. which is fine. You're doing a bit of a UE, which I don't want, because to be honest, why are you coming down there and doing a UE to go back? You really shouldn't be doing that. So we're going to stop that right now. Remove U-turns. There we go. Sorry. Not sorry. There we go. Look, it's coming down. It's moving through a lot quicker, which is good. This is moving up this way. This is moving this way. A little bit of extra traffic might suddenly be rush hour, and we have made some changes. And we've had an accident. Oh, dear. Hopefully someone's coming to help you. But I think we just give this a second. This should now all go down and be moving okay. I'll tell you what it is. Every now and again, we get somebody that crosses over. I'm looking at you, Trafford Denny, and slows the traffic down. But actually, they've gone. I was going to say, I'm going to put a little cross. Yeah, look, watch. They're going to do it. There's no other way for them to go. So they're going to cross the traffic. Okay, let me just put a little bridge over here. There we go. Nothing complicated. Just about high enough for everybody to get underneath. And hopefully... I can see you. Use the bridge. Hopefully in a minute we'll see some people use the bridge. I'm gonna wait here until I see somebody use the bridge. Pedestrians. Anyway, at least the traffic isn't being all blocked up so much now. You can see everybody coming off the off ramp. It's moving quite quickly. I'm gonna ignore them. They're being idiots. Let's not even talk about that person who just didn't use the bridge. Okay, moving on. Right, so moving on from this area of the city over here, if we sort of follow our nose round this way, we've got this bridge that goes over the river that is very, very chock-a-block, and it hits a load of people coming in over this bridge, and it all sort of merges into this spot here. And it's one of those situations where you've got, oh, it's so bright, 2 lanes of traffic coming down there. Everybody's coming off, but it's down to 1 lane. And then this way, you've got 2 lanes of traffic, but it seems like everybody wants to come off and it's down to 1 lane. Then it goes back to 2. So already that doesn't quite sort of make sense. But if we can get it all moving at the end a little bit quicker, maybe we'll be able to help it. Oh, it's my nemesis. The flipping peanut-shaped roundabout. I hate it so much. So the reason I hate these so much is they just always seem to cause a load of traffic. I mean, it doesn't help that we've got this roundabout right next to here. Putting, you know, junctions like that right next to each other, never good. It's just they always seem to be a load of hawky-balky lane changing. There's never enough lanes for cars going through. This lane isn't even connected until they get off the roundabout, off the peanut, whatever it's called. Yeah, I mean, we could try and see if we could do something. If not, we might just destroy it. I think this is going to be my ultimate test. If I can't fix this peanut thing now, then I don't think we're ever going to use them again, because I hate them. I'm going to upgrade everything in here with 3 lanes. So we're going to do that first, and I'm going to sort of move it towards the outside. So we're going to get the 3 lanes like that, and then we want the 3 lanes here and here. So we'll do that too, there and there. So what you'll notice now is, and if we also do a 3 lane here, we should get a dedicated off. Yeah, this lane here becomes a dedicated off. Everything's being used. So I'm going to do... Oh, that's coming on. Off, I should say. I want this one. Let's go like that. That's going off. That's fine. So it just seems to add up the lane mass a little bit better. So we've got 2 that way. They can cross over easier to go onto here. This is where we want it to keep moving as much as possible. At the end here, I mean, I could just remove that roundabout. What is going on with this? Ideally, if this sort of came down a little bit further away, it would help. I mean, you've got this lane here for cutting through, but you've still got right-hand turns. So not everybody's going to take that, and you don't have dedicated lanes. All right, let's just do dedicated lanes and see how things go. Is that going to give you... So we've got 2 lanes each way. Yeah, that will give you a dedicated lane there, which is good. We've got no left turns there, which is good. You've still got a right on the roundabout, and you can't really change that, so we'll just leave that as it is. We're going to upgrade that to give you extra lanes going in, which will take off the parking as well. This down here should be okay, but yeah, what you've done is I can see you've got your little bus station up here, so you've added in the bus lanes, but it narrows down all of this traffic that wants to go into here down to 1 lane, which is not great. And also you've got a crossing over the middle here. So let's remove the crossing and put a little bridge. Probably a little bit overkill on that, but that should work. We've got this crossing over here, which we really don't need, so we're going to get rid of that. I think you've anarchied that road in, and it isn't quite liking it. So I am just going to delete that, and we're going to just draw that one in again. There we go. And I've used the 1-lane highway road instead, which means we just need to connect this a little bit further down. Let's just bring it away from that junction. There we go. Excellent. And then we can remove some of these extra crossings that have been added in. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Definitely don't want any crossings right on the roundabout. Okay, so that should help. Just checking. Yeah, we've got traffic lights in there, so I'm just going to remove those. You can use the vanilla tool, but I'm using that one. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And then we've got no hawky-balky lane switch in there. Excellent. So yeah, as we said, then all of this traffic and all of this other traffic and anyone that wants to go down here is all going down into one lane because you've turned the others into bus lanes. So, you know, I don't mind bus lanes, but on a super busy street like this, taking it all down to 2 non-bus lanes isn't working, as you can see, and they will use the bus lanes anyway sometimes. So at the very least, I'm going to get rid of the bus lanes here. And what you really want to do is try and sort of think ahead and have bigger roads. Let's just take those away from there. So now we've got more options for people to drive and do things, which is good. Do we need traffic lights there? There's not a lot of cars coming down this way, so I'm going to remove them just to see if we can keep people moving along here. And I'm going to remove them from here, and I'm going to remove them from there, and then there isn't any more at the end, is there? We want to just keep this traffic moving as much as possible. I mean, I would even look to not have your bus connection right here. Oh, look at that. The traffic's gone down on the peanut. Oh, the peanut. I know it's coming this way, wasn't it? Darn it. I thought I'd solved the peanut. We haven't solved the peanut. Yeah, all of this here. And you got this. Loads of people are crossing over. It's all right by the junction. Right. We don't need that crossing there because... Let's remove it and I'll tell you why. We've got a crossing down here. If they want to use it, they can walk down there and then cross over. That crossing there is fine. And there isn't actually that much traffic coming out of there. So... yeah, they're still going to cross over. Well, I tell you what, if they're still going to cross over there, let's give them a little bridge to cross over with. There you go. We'll just do something like that. Hopefully, they'll still take it over the top rather than crossing over the road. Sometimes it takes a little while for people to work it out. Let's just... oh, there we go. Already, someone's using the bridge. Let's just keep an eye on this. Because what we want is people using that and not blocking the road. Because at the minute, that is one of the big problems that we've got. Yeah, they're all walking down here from the bus station. So what I think I need to do is actually add a quicker way onto here, which would make perfect sense. So if I just bring that up to here and then curve that into there, and then hopefully they'll take that instead. There we go. Yep, they're using that now, which is great. I've also just made this a little bit bigger, which I think has added the traffic light in, so we'll take that away. Excellent. So we've got a dedicated right turn now into the bus lane, which is good. And everything does seem to be moving smoothly. So we just got to wait for all this oh, look, traffic's going down already. Excellent. So what about this direction? Yeah, we've got some people doing some hawky-balky things, but is it going to go down? So what I think we need here is a few crossings over here, because look, yeah, we can see they're getting stopped coming in and out of there. So let me just quickly add some of those. Okay, yeah, it's a bit crazy. It's a bit big, but you can walk across from the bus station, hook straight up into it, and then you can come out down here, which is well away from everything else. You can get out over there, and hopefully all of this traffic over here eventually it's just going to keep going and stop being so hawky-balky lane switching annoying and just get round the corner. If they do that, I feel like I need to add a couple more lanes into there. Like, it's just not quite working and they need a bit of help. How about we add 4 lanes into there and do that? That was like a raised piece, wasn't it? Let's do that and just see whether we can stop all this hawky-balky lane switching, because that is what is killing this flipping peanut roundabout thing. I hate it. Oh, look, it's got worse. Oh, good. At least I get a break for a sip of tea there. It's just got worse. Do you know what I'm going to try? I'm going to try deleting that roundabout. That's what we're going to try. And we are going to put in there a nice modded advanced split phasing. We're not going to have pedestrian phases. One of those traffic lights, and just see how that goes. Because at the minute, everybody's just sat around looking at each other. I mean, what are you doing? They're just... You just sat there. Are you broken? What is your problem? I don't want to select a traffic light. I want to select that car. Oh, you're doing stupid U-turns. That's what you're doing. Well, not anymore, you're not. Good gravy. And what I don't want is people crossing over the traffic to go up there, really. If I remove unsafe as well, just keep going. That would just be great. All right, let's just maybe give this a few moments and see how it goes. I don't actually hold out much hope. I think we might just need to remove something from somewhere and just redo this whole area, but let's give it a fair shake of the stick. Okay, still people doing hawky-balky weird stuff. I'm not going to worry too much about that. It's clearing up, which is good, which means maybe we can help everybody coming down here a little bit. I mean, there is a spot here where we could easily connect to this road and not have everybody go all the way down to the junction just to come off. So if we upgrade this little segment here, I'm going to do 2 segments to 3 lanes like that. Then we can take this one here and connect that on. Let's just go back a little bit further. I'll get anarchy on. I have. Let's just turn that off and just sort of come out like this. And then that could just go straight in there with a 2. What that's like. Game's not liking that. Well, guess anarchy's back then. And we could just do that instead and see how that goes. Let's just downgrade that again back to what it was. There we go. Excellent. So then all of these cars are going to be missing going down to here because they can just pull off there and go to where they want to go, which some are still going down here and probably up there. So that should help a lot. Let's just keep an eye on here and see. Oh dear, I've actually upgraded them up in the air. Not up in the air, up on the ground. Let's just do that and that. There we go, that's better. So we should see a load of these cars come off. That is a huge slope. I could do a better job with that. Hang on. There we go, that's not quite as bad, and they can all come off, they can take the roundabouts, and most of these, when they head down here, are then pulling off to the right, and then doing stupid U-turns. Don't do stupid U-turns. This is doing my nut, this is doing my nut. Remove the U-turns, remove unsafe, just continue on, you know where you need to go. Excellent. So that was working well until I spotted that. So then hopefully a lot of this will then go down. It is a lot of traffic and it's going to take a while, but we're going to have to see how it goes. Oh, it's already stopped from over the bridge. Look at that. Oh, please don't crash. No, it hasn't crashed. Oof, look at that. It's already gone down from over the bridge, coming around here, which is excellent. So then it's just this down here, which is another bridge. Where's that all coming from? Oh, okay. Oh my goodness me. Wow. So that is coming in from all the way down over here. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to let that run for a bit. So that's down over there, isn't it? See how that goes. And we're going to deal with another little bit of traffic over here, which is this thing with all the roundabouts. Okay. So I'm just looking at why you've got it set up like this. Because you've got that 4th road that comes off here into your farms on either side. So not necessarily a bad idea. I mean, this is getting super, super busy. Everyone getting in each other's way because by the time they get down here, they're just not getting out quick enough. You do have traffic lights there, and then it's all sort of backing up down here to this junction. Okay, so what is going on here? Again, traffic lights. I mean, there's not a lot coming out of there, is there? So I'm going to remove the traffic lights, keep them going, and what I might also do is just add an asymmetrical 5-lane road just at the end like that, so you get a dedicated left-hand turn. And I've accidentally set it so it was like that, so let's do that again. There we go. Yeah, I've turned off the U-turns there, so that could just go down. You get a dedicated turn. This one here, there does seem to be quite a few coming out. You've put the asymmetric going down, which I can see why. To be honest, I'd probably put that the other way to help people get out like so, and I'm going to do it all the way down because there's so many cars trying to come through this junction. And again, I'd really like to give them asymmetry to get in and out. The larger asymmetry there and there. Might just make that. Oh, that's going to go like all the way back. Could I just add in like another little... I'll just do that. There we go. And then just upgrade that section. Yeah, there we go. That added like a node in there. So that takes it back a little bit further. Just wondering how that's going to go. Whether that's going to be enough. I mean, it's probably going to take a while, to be honest. But that's going... As soon as this goes down up there, then it gives more options for these people here to go. And what I think I might just do is select that and turn it into an advanced split phase. And I might even, let's do that again, add an exclusive pedestrian phase on there as well. And just sort of keep an eye on this and see how it goes. Everyone's going to go a bit weird, first of all, because whenever you change something, they all freak out. But we should be okay. I just want to see that go down. Yeah, it depends, because they have to wait a while for all the lights to sort of go around their rotation. Then by the time it comes back round again, this road up here is all filled up with the cars. So I am wondering, there's an autosave, whether we could do a bit of a change there. How's this all going? Yeah, it's still pretty... I mean, it's not as backed up as far as it was. Sometimes it's just a case of patience, because you let it get through, and then, you know, obviously there's less cars coming through, and it just helps. I'll tell you what I'd like to do here. So we've only got one lane turning right, but there's a lot of... There's 2 lanes down there, so we could have an asymmetric in here. Like that. So we should get 2 options to go right. No, we get 2 lefts and 1 to go right. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to just do this myself then. Let's get our lane connector tool. There we go. And we're going to say, you can go right. Let's remove U-turns and unsafe things. You can go right, but you don't go left. Yeah, we'll try that. It's one of those situations where you want to see sort of what works best for the junction. So when the lights do change, there we go, twice as much can go through, which then clears up the roundabout, which means, look, these lot are going through a lot quicker, which means this up here should go through a lot quicker. Let's just watch this for a second. Go, look at that. And as soon as that goes down, then that means there's less traffic coming through here, which is good. So that means as the lights change, that traffic over there to the left, top left, should actually go through at a reasonable speed. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It is super busy, isn't it, on this junction? So I think what we're going to do is add in an advanced split phase there, just so when they do go through, it's a lot quicker. So what should happen is anybody going straight on should all go straight on at the same time. So by the time it comes to change again, so they're obviously going left. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so we get a turn. Yeah, so what's happening here is some of those were going right, but we've got lanes doing more than one thing. Ideally, we'd need more lanes going up here. Do you know what actually works the best when you're dealing with junctions like this? Are these roads. This one here, 4-lane asymmetrical. So you get the 3 going out and 1 coming in, and then 3 going out, 1 coming in, and then if you do 3 going out, 1 coming in on all the sides, although this side we don't really need it because that's a different type of road, then they all sort of match up, and then you get this. So you get a dedicated lane for everything, which sometimes means things can go better. So let's just watch it that way and see what happens. Yeah, so this is where you can watch a junction. So all that line of taxis up there, most of those from their position are going right, aren't they? And because we've only got 1 lane to go right, they're all backing up into that lane, which is then backing up. Yeah, so that's where we then do some changes. So we could come in here, and I'm quite happy to have that 3 at the end. So I think if we go into here, I want a 2, 6-lane, 8-lane, 6-lane asymmetrical. Yeah, that's what I want. So can you... Why is that sort of jumping around? There we go. So we do that. No, I don't want to do that actually, do I? Let's turn that one off. There we go. So now we'll get the 2 coming in. We've still got the 3 going out. Was that giving us 4? I think it's giving us 4 actually. But now we should get the ability to have 2 lanes to turn. It's a little bit hard to see until they start moving. So whenever you're ready, actually we can see, look at the road markings. So it's sort of messed up all the dedicated lanes everywhere, but it might just help things go through a little bit quicker. Let's go around this way. Ignore all the traffic, wait for everybody to work out what's going on, and then we'll see how it works. Yeah, there we go. I did actually increase it to 4 and 2 on all 3 sides here, and it's worked out a lot better. And I've also increased the pedestrian crossing phase to 2 times, because what you'll notice here is that crossing nearest to us, when they cross over, when it was on 1 times length, so they're about to cross over in a second, they'd only get about halfway across, and then the lights would change and people are trying to, you know, drive around the corner and stuff, and it was getting all in the way. But with 2 times length, let's have a look. Here we go. Load of people crossing. They won't quite make it all the way and the cars will start going, but so we could probably do 2.5, but it's working. It's working, which is good. So back over to where we had our death waves, and it's still going on, and I'm just realizing there might be other things here going on that I haven't noticed. Look, garbage piling up behind a lot of these. There was quite a few of these all over the place. Let's have a look using the info view. So we'll go to the garbage management, and oh my giddy aunt, all those red buildings have garbage accumulation. So that explains why so many people are having problems. And then healthcare availability, citizen health. So if we turn off that one, we can sort of look at the health of the citizens. I mean, it's getting up into the green, but it's more yellowy green. But definitely that, oh, down here is yellow. That is not good at all. So definitely that garbage problem, or rubbish problem, as we say in this country, is a huge problem. So where are our rubbish collection buildings? We've got a few over here. Let's have a look. So this is set to evergreen, which is this entire city over here. So I'm just wondering whether, or this entire district, I should say, I'm going to leave that one with all of its vehicles. So they're not all collecting. I'm going to leave that covering everything. These 4 here, I'm going to change, and I'm going to add this district here and take out evergreen for each of these. Funny how it's letting me easily do it now. It wasn't earlier, but there we go. Excellent. So they should all go out and hopefully deal with this. Let's just check their road connection. So they can literally connect to that road. They can drive down here. It's 2-way. They can come out here and they can head into this area. There's no hawky-balky one-way roads. That is a one-way road up there, isn't it? No, that's a 2-way road. That's 2-way. That's 2-way. Yeah, I think we're fine. Just checking there's nothing sort of stopping them getting around. But that is a lot of collecting to do there. Are these all fully upgraded? So 14 out of 15. There is no upgrades on these, is there? Yeah, so some of these have got more trucks they can send out. So hopefully now we've limited... Oh, I limited them to this one here, didn't I? Which one did I limit them to? Willowdale. Ah, that was this. So we've got this one up here too. Just wondering, we could just let them work on Willowdale and then come to over here. Or, just because this is a bit of a problem that we're dealing with, I think... Which is the one you've used? This one. I'm going to add... Let's turn off Anarchy. 1... 2, 3. I'm going to add 4 more, and these are going to be for just in here. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Garnet Dale. Yeah, I think it depends where you hover over. I did cheat and put one district on top of the other, but there we go. So they should all go out. There they go. Into this area and sort that problem out. What is going on with this little junction up here? Nobody's liking this one, are they? No. Let's just maybe upgrade this a little bit. So if we go into here and grab this one, we want a left and a right, like so. Yeah, that'll do. We don't want a straight over, so we can actually turn that off using mods. There we go. Not user mods, I should say. It's built into the game, because if they want to go straight over, they could just stay on that main road. So now we've got a lane for each. Well, that one is deciding what's to go left as well. All right, whatever. And then we'll do the same over here. Just sort of giving it a little bit of room. Oh, man. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. There we go. Did I do that on the other side as well? I did. Okay, there we go. Moving lots of earth around. And then we're going to say no straight over there. Yep, that's fine. That should move things a little bit quicker. And then this is like the tallest intersection ever known to mankind. I mean, it's going over a lot of other roads. I think we're just going to ignore the steep incline. And yeah, I tell you what we're going to do as well. We're going to upgrade these traffic lights if it lets me. Advanced split phasing. Thank you. Shame we can't link them together. Thank you. Is that already advanced split phasing? Yeah, it is. Okay, you've done one but not the other. Oh, hang on. It says please. Oh, I missed that. Let's go back and see what that says. Save. Yeah, okay. And check that one. Save. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So that might just take a few seconds to sort itself out. Look at all the trucks. That is what we want to see. A line of rubbish trucks now coming down here and causing all sorts of mayhem. But there is traffic lights, so that's fine. And what I'm going to do is take out the traffic lights and add in a nice roundabout. Okay, you've done some intersection marking tool stuff here. Intersection lane, whatever. Remove all connections. Reset to vanilla. That's what I want. And then we'll pop that in there. There we go. Hopefully that'll get those out a little bit quicker. Okay, the traffic's gone down here. Yeah, it's because of all these rubbish trucks, isn't it? That's what it is. I'm just wondering here as well whether we're going to do a bit of lane tool connector. We're going to say, remove U-turns, remove unsafe. You're not going straight on. We've already said about that. And you're not going left. So you've got right, and then we've got 2 for left. And I'm going to do the same over here as well. So you're not going straight on. You're not going left. That's it. And then you two can go into there. And then you can go into both of those, which I didn't do over here. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. So when the lights change, you can use all the lanes. Yeah. And then hopefully this will go down a bit. I mean, we have still got lots of people crossing the road. Let's just watch this for a minute. Do you know what? I can't wait until the traffic mod comes out with the ability to link traffic lights together, because these two traffic lights, they need to be linked so you can get everybody going through at the same time. I mean, the traffic's going down. Look, coming from the left on this humongous bridge, there's hardly any. Coming from the other side, there's only a few vehicles. And then once those two go down, then all the traffic coming up from the highway would definitely go through a lot quicker. Okay, I've made a slight change here. I've added 3 lanes coming up with 2 lefts, just to help them get out a bit quicker, because there's so many vehicles coming up this way, but they keep getting stuck at these traffic lights here. So what I'm thinking of doing is removing this set of traffic lights, because we don't need them anymore. There's enough cars coming here that we need a traffic light, but these can just go. I mean, it does mean there's going to be a lot of people crossing, but I'm hoping that, yeah, there we go. It just lets more of these out here, and I'm hoping it just doesn't cause any issues. It might actually cause more issues now, because of course people are just trying to cross over. I mean, the other thing I could do is just take the pedestrians off of this altogether and add a pedestrian crossing, which would have to run from sort of down here, probably mean removing a building, and then it could go across and attach to that road, because they're all walking around this side. They're all walking up both sides. Where are they going? Yeah, they're all just basically trying to come down here, aren't they, to the same place. So we could do that. Let me just try and see how that works. Okay, there we go. It might take a while for people to work it out, but what you can do as well is then turn off these crossings here, 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 and here. So more often than not, they're going to cross and come down here and use that instead, which means they are crossing over this roundabout where they're struggling to get out a bit, but yeah, we know this is an overload of garbage trucks because of what we're doing. So let's let this run for a little bit. I'm going to let it run off camera, and we're going to see whether all of these people... Oh, look, they're already starting to take the new bridge. Look at that. We want to see no people up here. So I'll be back with you in a sec. I mean, it's only been a few minutes later, and... yeah, people are still walking up here. Loads of people using the bridge, which is then adding a load of traffic down here. I don't know what they're doing here. Oh, I see what it is. Somebody on a motorbike is blocking, and now they're... okay, yeah, that's just the way the game does it. Whoa! What the heck? It's like everybody who lives over here has gone, Whoa, there's a new pedestrian bridge over there. We must walk on it. We've heard it's the bee's knees, and we're going to just absolutely destroy it. But yeah, it's definitely less traffic than it was. I just took this traffic light out here because I was just trying things, but I'm definitely going to put it back. Thanks, because that didn't help. Yeah, I think one of the things that we need to look at, let's just zoom out a bit. How's the trash thing going? It's hard to tell, isn't it? Because you can't, once the trash is sorted and once the hearses are gone, then we'll get a bit of a better lie of the land. But we're making money now. So that to me says there is more people here, less people dying. I'm just not going to worry about that too much. Oh, things have been improving. Things have been improving. So what I've done is I've put this little crossover bridge, pedestrian bridge here, taken away all the crossings on here, apart from that one, which seems to have come back. Don't need that one there. Don't need this one here. You will get some people that will still do it, but the majority are going over the top. And then over here, the majority are now taking the pedestrian bridge under there instead of coming over here. Mostly this is okay. Every now and again, we get a little backup going down there because we don't have a traffic light in here now, which I am going to put back. So that should solve that problem because it worked before. So hopefully that's this little weird junction sorted out. And all we're really sort of waiting for now is the death wave and the trash thing to get sorted. And this long line here has gone down. So they're doing their job. Right, it's looking like the hearses that are dealing with this area here are actually getting filled up. So having more hearses isn't going to help. We just need a better way of dealing with all the bodies that we've got. So, I mean, these are crematoriums, aren't they? It might just be that we need to add in, what do we get? Storage capacity 25. So these are basically the best ones that we've got. Yeah, 5,000. Oh, if we could fit a massive cemetery in here, that would actually help for some storage. Maybe we could do that along the back here. Could we squeeze a road through? Height of realism, destroying a massive building. But, you know, needs must. I think we're going to have to do it. Oh, we didn't do it because we've got anarchy on. Well, I'm going to have to do it anyway. Oh, sorry, there we go. Excellent. And then actually I'm going to run that both ways just to give us a bit of a pad. Yeah, that'll do. That'll be fine. And then we'll just add one of these. Not that one. This one here. And then we can sort of work on the land a bit as well. And then we're going to upgrade that. What do we get? +2 well-being. Another 1,000 capacity. Oh, we can add on a load of these, can't we? Oh. Yep, it's building up the land. I don't think we can fit one there. Can we fit one or two here? Yeah, that's going to cost us a lot. Attractiveness. Well, we might as well. We might as well try. So what has this got now as the capacity? 11,000. So we're just going to have that for Garnet Dale. Did I manage to get it? Yeah. And also Willow Dale. There we go. So hopefully now these aren't just all dealing with it. There's no way of sort of emptying these, is there? They just sort of do it automatically themselves. So yeah, let's just keep on keeping on with that. And then let's just check the trash again. Oh, look at that. So much better. All of this was red before. It's gone right down. So they're going backwards and forwards. So there's only this little bit here. That is fantastic. So we'll leave that running and give that a few minutes. Okay, well, now this is half an hour later. It's gone down. It's going down. Oh, the DLSS NVIDIA jerkiness is looking a bit weird. It's taking its time, but it's getting there, which is good. And the more that goes down, then the more the death wave will go down. We can see the health. This is what I'm looking for. Citizen health is a lot better. We're getting up into the darker greens, which is what we want. So I might just leave this running for an hour or something like that and come back to it and just see whether this situation here has resolved itself. So going back to some of the other traffic hotspots on this bridge, we had solved it, but what I've got now is a problem with people walking down the bridge. So as they're walking down, every now and again, they're like running across the road like this and stopping the traffic from coming through here. So what I think I'm going to do is, I'm just going to follow this back. Where the heck are they coming from? They're coming all the way down here. and they're coming down here. Look, this little road we added on. So I'm thinking I'm going to run a path under here. There we go, like that. We're going to put a crossing down here. Yeah, not the prettiest looking thing, but it's just basically trying to solve a problem. And then we're going to bring this all the way across. There we go. Let's get that at the same height. Minus 19, minus 16, 13, 10, 5, 3. That'll do. And we'll bring that round. And I'm going to take this straight across the bay. And hopefully people will use this instead. There we go. Excellent. Let's keep an eye on this and see what happens. And there we go. Things are looking a lot better along this road. There's not people walking all along it and doing all sorts of silly things because they're all down here. Look at this. They are loving the new bridge. Let's get a view hit. Look, there's loads of them. Loads of them. All walking along here and they're all coming out on the other side. Let's fly across super quick. Oh, no, wrong way. There we go. Look at them. So many of them, all coming out the other end. Hopefully they're not causing traffic. No, heading off into that part of the city. That is exactly what we want to see. Let's check on the health of our citizens. And here we are back in Garnet Dale, that area that we set up, 115,000 residents. And you can see it's got a lot better over here, which is great. If we take a look at our trash overview, it's all been picked up, bar a few buildings down in the corner here. The health is so much better now, and they've all been picked up. We've added a few more crematoriums and things around the place, which have really helped. Eventually, they're going to go because they're costing us a fortune. But if you give it enough time, the health will get better. Well, this fix is going to need a part 2 where we're going to take an in-depth look at the bus, train and subway setup to greatly reduce the reliance on cars that this city has. If you would like to submit your city to be considered for a fix, then head on over to my Discord, link in the description below, where you can get all the details on how to do that. Before you go, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss part 2, and then check out the next video on the screen, which is quite likely the most recent disaster we've had in Kettlewick, our British city build. Thank you all for watching and your continued support. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.